All right, guys, we're back. Getting ready to start doing the block and the brick here. Back for some of you, first time for a few others here. But anyway, so we're getting ready to start the masonry. Um, what you see in here already. We did the concrete on this job here too. I left the walls in here so we can snap to them. It's going to make it a lot quicker to put our block in our brick. So. We're going to ignore that folder for now. That's the stuff you see out here. So again, we're going to go to our estimating tab, and we're going to pull in our job folder. This is actually a zone folder from our concrete plugin. So we'll pull that in, leave it named what it is. You cannot change this name. Just pull it in, hit OK. There's nothing to do here, nothing to see. So. All right, on this job here, the building is divided up into 3 different sections, so we are going to use the location folder, and we will just drag that in, rename it. In this case, we're doing area A, and we'll expand that so we can drop in a zone folder, a couple of them actually. We will throw in the CMU and the brick. And I'm going to move this to the top. Okay. All right, we're good to go. I've spent about 15 minutes here looking through some stuff, so we're not taking too much time looking for details, so should be able to go a little bit quicker here. All right, so there's our folders. We're ready to roll. I guess let's start here. We got an elevator right here, and let's see, that is 29, wall type W1, 29. Number 5 at 48. Okay, so we're gonna open up our CMU folder. There's our CMU assembly, and we're gonna left click on it. And I found that it goes a lot quicker if you stay off the actual digitizer, the page. If you drag it up around the top, it seems to load in faster. Here in this case, it might not with the video running and a few other things I got going, but it seems to, if you stay off the page, if you drag it across the page, it seems to take about 2 to 3 times as long for some reason. But that's what the great folks at PlanSwift have left us with. A 32-bit system that 20 years ago I was playing 64-bit video games. Okay. Again, we were 29. We are going to do scaffold. We are on the floor plan. If you uncheck that, you can actually draw out on the elevation views, and it will actually draw the digitizer, 29 feet tall, I guess you would say. Line side, that's your choice. You pick what you're going to do there. In this case here, I believe I'm going to have to switch since I'm going on the inside of this wall. Nominal size, if you, some drawings actually draw the block at, an 8-inch block at actually 8 inches. A lot of the good architects actually draw it at the 7 5/8 that it really is. But if you find one that's actually drawn bigger than what the digitizer is showing, if you click this, it'll actually increase it to the actual nominal size, and should line you up a lot better. The rebar and grout fill tab, this is where we're going to put in the rebar and the grout spacing. If you uncheck that means you got no rebar in this wall at all. In this case we do a number of verticals per corner or end. In this case we only have one in each corner. And we were 48 on center. After you get that done, down here you got the grout. You see the button there to grout solid. In this case we're not doing that. These other two properties here on this level, if you leave them to where they're at, it's going to grout the cells that you are putting rebar in. It's going to match them up and grout them. Obviously you can change this. It's written in here to never allow less than the rebar cells, because what's the point of putting the bar in if there's no grout? But you can actually add more in if you wanted to, without grouting it solid. That's pretty rare, obviously, but you do have the option to do that. But you know, I think about 90% of the time you're just going to be leaving that alone anyway, and going on. So down here we got the lift height. That is how far you're going to go between pouring grout lifts. In this case, I know they're going to do 4 foot around here, especially on this school. And the reason that's important is that factors into a lot of the rebar overlaps and lengths, and the rebar positioners. So in this here, we'll just calculate the number of grout lifts if you leave it alone. Otherwise, you can hit this and you can just tell it how many grout lifts you're going to do on the whole wall. But if you leave it alone, it's actually going to calculate it for you there. So that's it there. You got rebar positioners here too. Obviously you uncheck that and there's not going to be any rebar positioners in this wall only. On your next wall you would have to uncheck it again, or if you duplicate, you know, it would already be unchecked for you. So but this applies to this specific wall only. Moving on to the bond beams. Let me look at my other page on my other screen here. We're going to have we're going to have 3 solid bottom bond beams. Continuous bond beams on center. That's you know, say they give you you know, an on center spacing 4 foot, 6 foot, you know, 10 foot's common recently. You would check that. You'd see this other box pop up. Continuous bond beam spacing. Then you would change this to whatever you need to be at. In this case, we do not have continuous bond beams that are a set spacing. What we have here is a 2-story school. We actually have one 4 foot above the bottom level slab. We have one at the precast 2nd story floor, and then we have one at the top. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select 3, and you'll see that other box go away. If you make a mistake and need that other box back, you simply delete that, and then unfortunately you about here is the only place you can click to get it back. So you know, then you can hit that, but in this case we're going to do our 3, and that is it. The pricing and reports, most of you are not using those features, and at this point we wouldn't be using them anyway right now doing a takeoff. They are for later on, so we're not going to worry about those. So we are just going to hit OK, and we're ready to digitize here. So here's our elevator. It just snaps to the inside of the wall, which makes it nice for us. And there we go. Again, we had the 3 solid bottom bond beams. We also have with that we have 3 knockout courses, 3 total. Above those, we have one. Actually, all 3 of them are at the second story floor where the precast will be going on there. So in this case, we already got our 3. So I'm going to change this to the solid bottom. Whoops, I could have done that a lot easier. But anyway, to get the other ones, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. I should have left it. And what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to select the 3 again. And then I'm going to come here and change the block back. I should have left it. So there we go. So now we're back. Now we got 3 knockout courses there, and we have 3 solid bottom courses there. And I forgot to mention, if you do that, if you duplicate that and do them separately, individually, you need to leave this blank. So we won't do anything here since we're going to duplicate that. So we will X that out, come back here, and we got 3 of those. The reason why I do them separately is there isn't a whole lot of difference in one block and the amount of grout it takes to fill a solid bottom bond beam block compared to a knockout. But on this school, we're probably going to be hitting somewhere around 100,000 blocks, so it's actually going to make quite a bit of difference. So if you don't care about it, you could just put all 6 of them on here, and you could just select one block and figure it out later on if you get the job and have to order materials. I guess that's up to you. So but you do not have to separate them if you don't think there's that big a difference in the grout. So all right, so we got that. Let's see, we got an opening here on this too. Let's go to floor plan, see if they give us a door size. Well, yeah, you got 4'8" there. Okay. 4'8", and again, I'm looking at my other screen here. It'll be 4'8" by 7'4". So what we'll do is we'll come over here to the right, and right here we got our opening in CMU. We're going to click on that. I'm going to drag it around the top. You must drop it in the wall that the opening goes in. Some of you are just dropping it in the folder, dropping it in random places. That is only it's only adding stuff in. Actually, it's not subtracting anything if it's not in the wall that it actually comes out of. So it's very important that you get that in the right spot. Here on the opening type, it's got a few options put in there. You can type something in. You can put in whatever you want. You can call it whatever you want. If it's a window opening and you call it a door opening, there is no difference. It does not know. It's basically for your reference only. So set door frames, that is linked to a labor part, and it just charges a set amount that you specify for setting door frames for the CMU walls after the fact, obviously. So we're 4'8", and we were 7'4". Let's see, floor plan. Actually, most of you don't have this option, but anyway, if I hit floor plan, that's going to give me the option to actually put my opening here on the floor plan instead of going to another page and putting it there. In this case, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do that, and then once I click that, you see this symbol rotate box pops up. The default is the door is going to be basically sideways here. So it's going to be like you're looking at it from the top. So I'll tell you what, let's just do it and you'll get a better, I already know I got to do that. So we'll just do it and you'll get a better idea. Door opening, we got nothing there. In this case, we're not going to have those either. And what do we got at the top? We have a solid bottom bond beam with one knockout above it. So we will select one there. There's our solid bottom bond beam. We have two number 5s, so we're going to select 2 here. And we got to be 16. And this number here, this is each way. This is not a total. So this is 16 off each side of the door. So 32 total. Verticals per side of the opening. You know, this is the additional bar, you know, at the jams. On this job here, we actually have 3 on each one. This here, it's going to grout those cells. It's always going to grout at least those cells, no matter what you enter. You can make it grout more. You see that occasionally where you have, you know, 1 bar but 2 grouted cells on the side. If you leave it set to what it shows there right now, that is simply going to grout everything with rebar. And again, the pricing and reports tabs, we're not going to mess with. So we'll hit OK, and we're going to drop that there. And you'll see, tell you what, I'll change the color on that. So what it did is just put my opening here, and it, you know, put it, you know, to the size of the wall. So I can just drop it right there, instead of going to another page and putting it there. And that's what this symbol rotate does. You'll see it start to move here depending on what you select. Obviously 180 is not going to be a difference. So it is what it is there. So I got to be that one to do it. And even though most of you are used to, you know, seeing that big opening like that, you know, on a elevation page or a wall cut or something that you throw it on, or maybe you guys, you know, throw it in here and you throw it in there like that or something. It doesn't matter what size this thing is, it's in there. It is making the proper calculations. It doesn't matter what it looks like because it's all based off of the information that we input. The size of the opening, since it's a point count, really is inconsequential, really, because it just makes no difference. So so that is it for our, yeah, that's it for our elevator shaft. You're going to see the dead properties in here. If you want to, you can delete them. Myself, I actually have written a little script to delete this stuff later on when I click a button. So I'm not too worried about it right now. If you are, you can delete the items that you have not used. It's up to you. They obviously, with the 0 value, they're putting no money in there, and they're just not an issue at all. So we're done there. All right, let's move on to, let's see, what do we want to do? I'll tell you what, let's do the perimeter wall. We're going to be 28.8 with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wow. We're going to be 28 with a bunch of bond beams. 28.8. So what I'm going to do is I just right clicked on that and I'm going to duplicate that wall. It's got some things already set for us. You see when I duplicate it, it just has a 0 value, but it has all the settings that we altered are still where we put them. It's basically just a fresh one. So instead of dragging another one in, I just do it this way. So we're gonna be 28.8. Again, that stuff's right. That is right. And I'm gonna rename this exterior CMU. Change the color. All right, the rebar. I should have looked. I think these go to 24 if I remember right. And again, the rest of the stuff's going to stay the same. Bond beams, we're going to leave it blank again because we have two different types. They're already put in there. We just need to change the quantity on them maybe. So that's it there. Let's check that here. Yeah, 24. So, all right, we're good there. What do we have? 3 solid bottoms. There we go. We need to change that one. We got actually got 5 knockout courses there. So, okay. What else? Nothing. That's gonna do it. Okay. Start it up, and I'm just gonna start here right at the elevator and go. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I'm stopping 11 and 5/8 short, so I just go to there. That's a 12-inch block there, so we're gonna skip that. Looks like I got 12-inch block all around this stair tower. We'll come up here and same problem here. Tell you what, we'll do this, and we'll just come back and delete that. Okay. Alright, that's it for the perimeter, or the majority of the perimeter. I'm going to come back here and just delete that piece. I'm going to run that 12-inch wall through there. I guess I always run the bigger wall through in cases like that, unless it's very specific not to. The bigger wall, the block costs more, so let's get a little more in there for it. So, okay, so we got that. That is the majority of our perimeter, except for this here. And let's take a look at that, where we got to be. 213. Okay. 1 and 2, 213. Okay, that'd be the 8-inch wall that we already have. Oh wow, we got 1 course. Now we got 2 courses because we're 1 course below the slab. We're actually the top of the foundation wall is actually at -8, so we're gonna have 2 courses of that 12-inch block there. So, and what's this? This must be where that continues on that other side. Is that here? Looks like it. We got that brick there and it stops. Yeah, it looks like that's it. So that 12-inch goes to where the brick stops. Where's that at? Grid line 11. So, okay. Alright, so we got that. Let's see what we got for a door. We got nothing. Great. We got nothing. So, Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the door where the architectural drawings show. Since we don't have what we need, I'm just going to go off the face of the brick there because I know where that's at. So I need to be really 10, 1 1/4. The hell is that? I don't know. I'm going to go 10, 1. And I should have just got a width while I was at it. 6, 9, really? 6, 9, huh? 6, 9. Okay, that's what we'll do then. Okay, so again, I'm just going to duplicate this. We got to change some things on it, but again, it duplicates a lot faster than it drags in a new one. So let's do that. We were going to be 2 courses. We're not going to have any scaffold there. Let's see. This is going to be. I'll tell you what. Let's just name this at. Whoops. Let's do that. I should have looked at that. No bond beams, obviously. Let's leave it at 24, see if we get lucky. And what are we going to do in that? Hell, they're going to have bars sticking up. Let's take the bar out. And something like this, we're just going to have to grout it solid anyway. Really got no choice. We got the rebar positioners left on, but without bar in there, the rebar positioners are going to be at 0 anyway. So it's not a big deal to turn that off. So let's hit OK. Let's get a wall type here, W4. W4, number 5 at 32. Swing and a miss. Why the hell did I care about the bar? We took it out. Alright, good idea. Anyway, let's go back to drawing. Where's this one going to start? That's going to start in the line right here, so I'm going to do this. Line me up. Don't worry about the line size. I will. We'll fix that. We're good though. What do we say? We're gonna go 10, 1. And let's just do a new section. And to get across the door, I'm gonna do this. So now I got that piece there. And let's see. I know I'm gonna have to come back and change this one. Let's see, 10, 10, so that's going to be 10, 7 and 5/8. Alright, so let's go back and change our block that we never did. Where are we at? Right there. And 12. 12/8 by 16, lightweight regular, good enough. But okay, and like I say, we got to come back and take that right to there. And I left that in there for this reason. Done. So we're a little off of what it shows. But if we look at it, it really lines up with where that stoop is. So it looks like just the block hatch pattern was maybe just a bit off. So anyway, these here, since we do have them set, that's why we're seeing a negative number there, because we actually entered a value here. And I'm just going to delete them since I know we're not going to have them. And there we go. Now we're good to go. Obviously we're not going to have that. Okay, that's it there. I believe the rest of that, yeah, the rest of that wall is going to go back up to that 28.8. So, whoop, wrong one. So we'll just take that one. Oh, son of a bitch. That was silly. We should have left those in there, duplicated it first. Anyway. Alright, 28.8. We're going to have scaffold again. Let's get us a different color. That's right. The bar, what was that? 32. 32 on center. Not grouting it solid this time. And we're going to leave those blank because we're going to fill them in. We got 3, 3, we have 3 and 4. So let's go back to here. Let's get those. Of course, I can't copy them right next to each other like it should. So we got 3 and 4. So we'll just change this. Okay. Yeah, we're ready to. Yeah, we're ready to roll. All right. Okay. So there's that. We do have an opening there. I'll tell you what, we'll get our openings after we do the bricks so we can snap to them. Because we got opens and all that other stuff too. The reason I left this one out is that slab's going to get poured up there anyway. I guess maybe there's a chance that they would end up putting a block in there in the bottom, but not the top. But actually, no, there's not, because that would be the top of the slab, and they're not going to leave that exposed like that. So, pretty confident that they're going to pour the slab through there. So, but this one here, obviously, the block's 20 some feet above the top of the door, so we got to put it in there like that. Let's start getting these interior walls. Let's see. What are we? 27, 11, 28 foot. 28, 27 and 5/8. And we're going to stop short. I'm gonna stop short of that to run that corridor all the way through. So 7 and 5/8 short is going to make it 32.8. 32.8. How about a height? Let's look at the other one here. Uh, 13.4 to the top of the slab. 10-inch hollow core plank. 4-inch topping slab. 14. That's gonna make it 12'2". 12'2", and those walls are a W2. That's the 24 ounce. Yep. So I am gonna take that one, duplicate that, and let me say we're at 12'2". Scaffold floor plan. This here's changing now. Let's do this. Actually, let's I'll just do that. 24, we're good there. The bond beams, what do we got here? Two solid bottoms. So in this case, we can do this. Put 2 there. Hit OK, and I'm just going to drag that to the bottom, so we just keep going in order. So let's get rid of that, and let's do that. Okay, and I don't, actually none of these have a door opening. Sure don't. Let's just get rid of that. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I wrote that script for it. Okay, so the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do it to right here. Then I'm going to offset it. What do we? 32.8 I said. And 27, 28.7 and 5/8. There we go. Looks pretty good. And yeah, stop short so we can run this corridor wall through. Actually, after doing the concrete, these footing spacings are the same here. Let's, what are we going to do? Tell you what, let's do them and just do them both at the same time. I need to be where? 33.4, 32.8, and 3/8. 32.8 and 3/8. Can't even see it. So is that right? 9, 8, 3, yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, that's right, 6. Okay, now we need to go over 26.5 and 7/8. Is that right? Sure looks like it. Okay, now what we can do is, you'll see these are all, 28. Quicker way to get all these done instead of drawing them out. Hit the control key. In this case, we're going to press the right arrow key because we want to go to the right. To do that, this nifty little box pops up. We're going to go every 28 feet. So we punch that in, hit enter, and I think there was 4 of them, or 4 more. So I'm just going to hit 4, hit enter, and you'll notice what it's going to do here is pop those in here for us all the way down. So didn't have to draw them out. So we got those done. Let's open up here a little bit. Alright, let's get a couple of corridor walls on here. Okay, those are going to be the same thing. Nope. We'll type W1, weren't those? Yeah, W2. Number 5 at 48. So let's just duplicate this. And the height's going to be the same. That's good, that's good. Let's do that. 48. Bond beams. Same thing, so that's good. All right, how are we gonna draw these out? I guess I got that. No, I don't. Need some measurements here. I remember when I did the foundation, this wall actually stops here, so we need to stop 4'8" short of 4'8" short of B. So let's get that one done. What do I want to do? I'll tell you what, I'll just start here. So I'm just going to snap to here, and 4'8" short of that, 135.11 and 5/8. Okay, and just need to pop her down there. The other one, 22.4 is not right. What do we have? 21.9 and 3/8 from the inside of that wall. Okay. Oops. So 21.9 and 3/8, and what are we gonna do? Well, we're just gonna go connect onto the elevator, and we'll come back here and take this out. Okay, that's it there. And actually, no, we got this one here. Let's find out what this is. That is 28.8 with 1, 2, 3, 4 solid bottoms and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knockouts. So let's duplicate that. Uh, 28.8. Oops. I just need that part. Okay. Oh, running out of colors. Let's do that because we're gonna get the yellow ones out of the way pretty quick anyway. W2, that is the 24 on center. We're good there. That's good, and that's good because we're gonna have to fill out multiple ones again. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 solid bottoms and 5 knockouts. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, let's do it. Oh. Tell you what, we'll do it this way. No, we won't. We'll do it up here. Let's see, we were 4/8. And we'll just go up here and snap to that corner. Alright, that's done. And we got no openings in that at all. Yeah. Again, I don't know why I'm doing that when I Don't have to anymore. Okay, that's it. We didn't do the openings yet, but it's going to be a lot easier after we put the brick on the outside. Actually the inside we do have a ton of openings here. I'm going to come back to them later. Let's get some brick going. 'Cause I believe, yeah, we're done with that. This here, I'm going to pick this up on area B. It's just a damn mess in there. So um, tons of different wall height changes and all kinds of extra grouted cells and stuff. So I'm going to pick that up a little bit differently than normal. So don't worry about that. Let's see. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I think that was that one. Yep. I need that one too. Is that it? There we go. In this case here, since I can snap to the wall, I'm going to turn them back on to do the brick. What do we got? We got 28, and we're 8 inches below. So we're going to be 28.8 on the brick. And actually that's going to carry pretty much the entire perimeter except for obviously this area there and that there. So this area with the pink wall. Other than that, it actually is the 28.8. So let's get some brick going here. And we actually have doing a utility brick. And they got it labeled here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Facebook FBA. I don't know. I've seen on here somewhere that it's a utility brick. But anyway, obviously that's something you can change anyway if you get it wrong. Okay, so let's drag some brick in here. Not on this one. Let's go back to here. Try it again. All right. What did we say? 28.8. Brick. What was it? FBA. I believe it was. And again, same options. I generally do the center on the brick myself because the brick, you don't have to break it at every corner. In this case, I'm not going to do the center. I am going to break it at the corner due to the fact that I can snap to the wall, and that's going to make it much faster for me here. So, and I don't know how far back that is. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm just going to take off from there. We'll come back and we'll get a measurement on that. And where's this go? Yeah, that is all the way up in there. Okay, no brick there. We start there though. That'll snap me right to it. There we go. Brick is done. Whoa, that's why we see an outrageous quantity. There we go. What else? What else? oh yeah, this down here. See if we can get a measurement off here. We got one? No. Wait, what's that one? Bingo. Look at that. 20 foot 3 3/8 from the face. Oops. That was from the face. Already got that one there, so we'll just do that. Looks pretty damn good. Alright, let's go back and turn this off again. Okay, so shrink this stuff a bit. That is it. Now we got our brick all the way around. I'm gonna have to look into that. That can't be right. There's got to be something going there. Probably a bullnose column block or something. I'll bet. Yeah, that's it. The addition area B continues that way. I just did this to on the foundation stuff just to get the angle off there to get it going in that direction. So that's it. Let's do some windows in that brick. Where do we want to start? Let's just start up there at that top, huh? 3A to 11. What did I say? Oh, 211. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yep. All right. Oh, whoops. What do we got? What do we got? W2, W1. W2, W1. W2 is 4 by 20 and 8 by 6/8. Okay. Let's go back to here. 4 by 20 on this one and 8 by 6/8 on those. This job here has these special, I guess they're making a big deal about cast stone sills, but obviously that's not an issue, so because we have a button for that. Alright, 4 by 20, not an arched opening, it's a window opening, no brick sill, but there's a cast stone sill. It does not extend past the opening, so we're not worried about that. And we got no header at all. Yeah, there's going to be a steel lintel though. The row lock water table, we didn't do that stuff anyway. There is none, so not worried about that. Boom. Alright, let's line her up just a little bit better to make it look like we care. Wowzers. I guess that bottom's drawn off a little different. Alright, so there's that. You see that update that changed to cast stone sill. This has a brick header. Obviously with a 0 value, there's actually nothing there. You see these items here, they are actually included, and there's you know, the lintel and there's the flashing, the drip edge, the things that go with the lintel. These other items would populate, you know, the ties if you had a brick header. You know, there's a cast stone header. There's your header labor if you had the brick or the cast stone. So Um, it says 0 value, but it's actually adding money in for these things. So, and if we look here at the other one, that there must be set to number of pieces. Yeah. Got that on. Actually, I think this was 5 1/4 when I looked at it. And 48. Yep. So that's good. Okay. All right, looks good. I generally just check it over before I start duplicating it and using more of them, so that way I don't have to come back and change, 20 of them when I'm done. Make sure it's right the first time, and then keep using it. This one here was 8, 6, 8, 8 by 6, 8. Again, that's going to have that cast stone sill and no header. So essentially the same thing, just a different size. Let's see. I should have looked. 6, 10, 12, 12. Let's see. Awesome. So let's go. There we go. All right. 13.4 was the top of the slab, so I'll bet it's going to be 13.4 center to center on these. Sure is. And if you remember, we had all those interior partition walls at 28 foot. I about bet that's what all these windows are going to be. So let's just find out. Nope, missed one. Oh yeah, that was the other side. That's another 7 5/8, wasn't it? How's that? Great. Perfect. Let me just refresh that, get that crap off there. Alright, so you got 5 there, you got 10 other windows there. And actually, on those 10 windows, the block is going to have the same thing. That one there. So let's do this. Let's see. 8 by, what was we, 6, 8? 8 by 6, 8. Not there, not there. Change that. Not on the floor plan. Let's see. Oh yeah. Shit. Those had a bullnose sill. It's alright. Or no, that was another job. Never mind. That was a different job. Let's see. Nothing at the bottom and at the top. Let's go look here. Openings greater than 6 foot up to 8 foot. Okay. We are going to have up to 8 foot. We can do an 8 by 8 precast lintel, one solid piece. It says. So we're going to do precast lintel. We do have an additional knockout above it. We are going to have 2 bar in the lintel. So that's set. Yeah, that's right, yet. And the sides, 3, yeah, so we're good there. So yeah, it's okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back down here and I'm going to turn those off because I can't copy those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight those, copy them, and come up here to this other one. Paste as a sub item. Do you want to copy the digitizer points? Yes, I do, because I want a digitizer point at each one. And now if you look, boom, we got our 10 windows in our CMU that easily. The reason I didn't do the other ones is in the actual CMU, this part's still in there. This part here is the actual window, so they're 4 by 6/8. So let's just do that right now. Let's duplicate that, and our width is 4. Let's see. No, that's not gonna be the same, is it? What do we got? 8 by 8 precast lintel, 1 solid piece, no knockout. 2 bars, still 16 past the opening, and nothing tells us any different on that, so we're just going to leave that there too. Let's see, this one here we're actually going to have to do a little work on. That was 12, wasn't it? Yep. And right here, I guess we can do it an easier way. Shit. Did it? Oh, that's why. Anyway, let's see, we're gonna go up 13.4. Alright, so we got those. Let's see. Oh yeah, the 28 again. So 28 4 times. Oh yeah, we gotta move that last one, don't we? Because that one wasn't right. Over, what was it 7 5/8, wasn't it? Okay, so there's that. And what else? What else? Oh, there's our other ones. Okay, so there's all the openings on that side. What else do we got? I'll bet you over here they're about the same. So that'd be pretty boring. Let's do something else. No openings there. We got that door there. 1 and 2, 213. Let's go to that one. 1, 2, and 3, 213. Nothing there. That must be them same ones. W2, yeah. Yeah, let's throw them in real quick. Same one, so we'll just do this. Whoops. I'll line up the top because that bottom wasn't worth a shit last time. Alright, should have looked here. 7'4". So there's those. And yeah, let's see here. And down 6, 8. All right, so I'll get that bottom one, and there we go. Done. Nothing there because we left that bottom block out, remember? At least we got one here with both. What do we got? 11 must be the door, I guess, huh? 11. 11 is a 6'4" by 7'4" rough opening. Let's see, we're in that, we're in that 12-inch CMU at 28. We're in that one there. So let's take, I don't know, let's take that, and this time we're not going to copy the digitizer points, we just want a sub item. And we're going to have to change it to, what do we say, 6'4", 7'4". Door opening, so the door frames, nothing there obviously with the door opening. That ain't good. That was already, shit, we got to go back to there and put them, put those, or no, not in the, goddamn, what was I thinking, not in the CMU, we don't. Let's see, over 6 foot up to 8 foot, as one knockout above it. So we got a precast lintel, one knockout. Again, that won't change there. So we'll hit OK. And 8'4" by 6'4". All right, so boom. And is that right? Yeah, it is. Why is it? Oh, I know why. Never mind. All right, so now we need to do that same thing here in the brick. 6'4" by 7'4". Door opening. No sill, no header. Nothing. In this case here, just one of them. It's about as quick just to turn it on and punch it in. Alright, that's all done. Okay, let's move on. I'm getting bored with this shit. Let's, I don't know, what do you want to do? Let's go to the report, change some pricing. How about that? I'll show you how to do that. Eventually we'll get there. There we go. Okay, I got an email here from them with a lot of pricing on it. Let's see. I gotta do that one. Let's see. What do I got? Oh, I got the foundation walls put in there. So that's why we got 2 locations here. Okay. All right. What do we got first? 8-inch lightweight block, $1.18. Right here. So what we do is we go to the cost column, not the cost each column. That will cause you a lot of trouble, and therefore that will cause me trouble when you call. The cost column always. So we'll go to here. I want to change the price on all of these at the same time. I'm going to click that top one. I'm going to hold down the shift key. I'm going to click the bottom one. Let go. I'm going to right click and I'm going to select fill with. And I'm just going to enter the number, hit enter, and there we go. Those are in there. Let's see what else we got prices on here. He's got a quote on the grout. What do we got here? Wowzers. Nice. Same thing here. We'll do that, and we will almost steal that stuff, it looks like. That's pretty cheap for around here. What else do we got? Rebar positioners, $90. Let's make sure that's the same size of box we got though. 250 count. That's 8-inch ones only. And so basically I can do all but that one. So again, we'll just take those. Instead of holding down the shift key this time, we'll just hold down the control key and select the ones I want and punch that in at 90. And he does not have a price on the 12s. We will leave them for now. What else we got? Oh yeah, that high dollar sell. With freight. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous that we're spending that kind of money on some goddamn sills from Georgia. Anyway, wire reinforcings, you got that? Does 190. What are we at? A little bit off. There we go. And what do we got? We got some rebar. So we got a rebar quote. Sure does. The rebar package has come out to 44 cents a pound. So in this case, what we'll do is we'll go up to the top left, hit that circle, job properties, and we will navigate over to here to reinforcing. Yeah, we're close. 44 cents a pound. And while we're here, let's go over to miscellaneous, and being school edition, there will be no tax. So we're good there. So now we'll hit OK. Yeah, the rest of it doesn't have a quote on, so I'll have to get some prices from him. But that's how we update prices quickly, anyhow. Go to the estimating tab, see what we got here. And we can expand each one of these to see the items inside there. And again, this folder here is not, it's almost like it's not even there. It's not even adding up into anything. So we're certainly not concerned about it. I certainly would not trust these numbers either, with this not having a quantity. These numbers could be correct, but I would definitely restart PlanSwift to find out. But we can throw some other items in here. Miscellaneous job cost. Drag it in here, drop it down below, somewhere outside of that job. It must be its own independent folder. It cannot be in that job. We cannot rename this. It must be named this. That is not an option. So we'll hit OK, and I'll have to open it up, see what we got inside there already. I don't even know what's in here. Yes. Let's take that and that and that out. Got our mortar silo. Let's just say we're gonna do it for 2 months, and I can already tell you what he's gonna charge. Enter price. You select the months. I'm gonna put my labor in separately later on after I get done making the video. Otherwise, if you have days of labor, you can get it to calculate that way for you. If we got the mortar silo for 2 months, we're gonna have this for 2 months. 25, that could even be 26, 2700 maybe, but scaffold, it's already totaling up the scaffold because of the check boxes on the items there. You'll see that we have the scaffold itself, and then we have the scaffold labor with the included in there. What do we got here? Right here, square feet of scaffold per day. That is based on a 8-hour day for one laborer. We can change those calculations for you if you'd like, but that is where it is based off of right now. So let's see, what else do we need? Let's add some money on this. The mobilization, here, I'll tell you what. I'll open it up so you guys, a lot of guys don't like that view, say they can't keep track of where they're at, so I'll just open it up this way. Mobilization, this guy's going to throw in a flat rate lump sum. Hell, I don't know, for the whole job, maybe something like that, but there's 2 other pretty good sized sections yet to go, so we're not there yet. And he's gonna be the old trusty 10 and 10 for those people that really don't know where they're at. They use 10 and 10. Money in the account, he's making money, right? Performance and payment bond, in this one there is nothing. The administrative fee, the contingency fee, there is a contingency on this job for the masonry contractor in the amount of $15,000. So what I'm going to do is select lump sum there, go to the pricing tab, and you say, how is there a contingency fee on new construction? Good question. The administrative fee, depending on you know, what you want to claim this is for. I mean, it can really be anything. He's going to set it at 2%. I guess it's more or less. I made it to add money on for your time doing the estimate. You know, if you get the job, you're going to have payment applications, you know, change orders, RFIs. You know, you're going to sit there and wait 60 days after the job's done before they respond to you, and you know, another 6 months to get your damn retainage. So this is kind of just charging them a little bit of money for keeping yours. So you can take it out. You can set it at 0, do whatever you want. You don't have to use it there, obviously. But actually, the numbers did update up there, but I still don't like this one not having a quantity. Maybe there's a reason. There is, and a good one. I was working on that earlier, and I did not set it. So anyway, you'll see what we have here, 275. And what that is obviously, you know, everything to here. That is basically materials, labor, and equipment. That does not include anything in this folder. That does not include anything in this folder. With the 275, if you add on this folder, the almost 31,000, and this one here, 96,000, you will come up with your total bid, 402, you know, 403 basically. And then you come over here, you can see the schedule of values for every folder and every digitizer. And you know, you're going to say, well, some of the digitizers, why would they have a schedule of values on it? Because I just made it on there for some of them needed it, and I wasn't going to sit there and pick them out. So that's why they all have it. You're going to notice the labor, materials do not have a schedule of values, but you are going to see that the equipment does, because you could actually put the equipment inside this folder, and therefore it would have a schedule of values. Since we put it in here, it does not, because this 31,000 here and this 96 is basically getting spread out amongst everything from here down to there and to there. So in those, you know, 8 items, that money is getting spread out proportionately based off what this value was of this total, and that's how it calculates what to add on there. So it's not 100% accurate in all cases, but it is, I guess, a ratio of it, which makes it a lot quicker to do. So that's it there. What we're gonna do? We're gonna jump to another job. We got some more. Got some other stuff on it. So we're gonna stop this one here, jump to another one, and we'll be back here in just a little bit.